about legal controls on employment. We're talking about different laws, different regulations government have made so that employees would not be vulnerable, so that employers would not cheat employees. That is legal control on employment. So the last thing we need to talk about there is effects of minimum wage laws on businesses. So government will come up with minimum wage laws, like they come up with health and safety rules. Government comes up with health and safety laws that businesses have to comply with. At the same time, government can come up with wages, the minimum wage rate, which means in this country, in this nation, in this economy, as a business, you must not pay below this amount. So what are the effects of having a minimum wage in a country? How does it affect businesses? That is what we're going to talk about. So here, if businesses employ higher number of workers below minimum wage, as soon as minimum wage is introduced, their wage bill increases. When you have a lot of workers below the minimum wage, it's fine. Yes or no? But as soon as government comes up with introduction of new minimum wage, that means you are paying below the minimum wage. As soon as government comes up with an increase in the minimum wage, you have to pay more to your workers. Do you get the point? You have to pay more to your workers. At that point in time, your wage bills will rise, increasing your costs on labor. Do you get the point? Do we all understand? As soon as there is introduction of minimum wage, because you have to comply. This is what government wants. You have to get it done. If not, you have to face legal battles with government. Do we get it? So we don't have any other choice than to comply. So our compliance means we are doing the right thing. It means we are ethical. But it's difficult to comply because at that point in time you are paying so much to workers, which might mean that your profit will fall. Do we get it? So, and this is the wage of labor will reduce the demand for labor. As soon as the wage rate increases, the demand for labor will fall. Firms, businesses will not want to employ more workers because they have to pay more to workers. They don't want to do that. Do you get the logic here? As soon as the minimum wage increases, businesses, firms would want to reduce the number of workers they have. So the demand for workers, demand for labor would fall. At that point in time, the supply of labor will rise because people are motivated to work due to increase in their wages. Do we get it? But we're not talking about consumers here. We're talking about how increase in minimum wage or how the introduction of minimum wage affects businesses.
Listen, but they will increase in both ways. Since people do not get jobs, so they want job, so they're more people want a job, and at the same time, they want the job because of the wage.
Yeah, the point here is that supply of labor will rise. Why? Because people are motivated based on the fact that they will earn more. But at that point in time, you might want to earn more, but businesses might say, no, we're not employing.
But that's a point for them, like for more suppliers who will work. For many labor want to get the job, right?
It's an incentive. When wages increases, it becomes an incentive for those that want to work. But it's a problem for businesses because you have to pay more.
The demand for suppliers is less.
If the demand for labor
is less, then labor of suppliers is going to increase because of.
Where are you heading to? Are you talking about the supply of workers? If the demand for labor falls, it leads to unemployment. It does not affect supply of labor. Supply of labor stays. It's constant. A lot of people are looking for jobs, but there's no job available. Our focus here is on businesses and employers. Yes or no? So, whatever happens to the supply of labor, we said supply of labor is what? The number of workers willing to work at a given wage rate. The number of workers that are making themselves available for job. That is supply of labor. We are making ourselves available for job. workers, that is demand for labor. So the point here is that the demand for labor will fall. We don't care about the supply side. We care more about the demand side because our focus is on the demand for side. So what happens to firms? That is what we're talking about.
Okay.
So unemployment will happen, whatever it is. Different situations will occur in the society, in the economy. But that is not the problem yet. The problem is about businesses. How does it affect them? So if the wage rate increases, businesses would reduce the number of workers they employ. Demand for labor would reduce. Is that clear? Stick up. So, I am going to encourage businesses to replace workers with machines in the long term. That was one of the questions.
Yeah, long time around.
Yeah, in the long run.
Yeah.
In the short run, labor might not be replaced easily. But in the long run, businesses might make plans in replacing workers and replacing workers with machines because the cost of labor is increasing. But there are some businesses like the restaurants, like some service businesses that you cannot use machines. But here we talked about businesses that are able to change in the long run to replace workers with machines. You know the point, because at that point in time we don't want to pay more, we don't want to pay them.
Even nowadays some restaurants are like are getting machines.
To replace workers?
Yeah.
Because in the long run it is cheaper.
Yeah.
Do you get the point? Investment in capital goods is profitable in the long run because they are expensive in the short run. I think it's clear.
Yeah.
Shall we move on? So, what are the benefits of minimum wages to businesses? As long as we have the problems to them, to businesses, there are also benefits. They are also beneficial to businesses. How are they beneficial? Number one, people on low pay may be better motivated when you have higher pay through minimum wage introduction. This may increase the productivity. As soon as, for example, if I'm on the low pay and government has increased the wages, so businesses have to pay me the same, right? This might make me to become happier. Then I might do more.
How is the business going to pay the same?
The minimum wage, businesses have to pay it.
Yeah.
So those people that are on low pay, below the minimum wage, would have to get the minimum wage. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So getting the minimum wage means you have increased your income. Increasing your income might motivate you, might make you happy. Then you might be more productive. And if workers are more productive, it is useful, it is good for the business. Because the output of the business will increase. The businesses might be able to make more revenue and profit. Is it clear? The second one, low wage earners across the nation will have more income, which in turn increases their purchasing power, leading to more revenue for businesses. As soon as government increases the minimum wage, every worker, every employee in the country gets more pay, yes or no? Gets more pay, yes or no? That increases what they can buy, yes or no?
Yeah.
So because they can buy more now, businesses will make more money, yes or no?
Yeah.
So their revenue would also what? Increase. This is also beneficial for businesses.
Yeah.
Do you get the point?
But the thing is, many people are getting unemployed, so it's not.
Well, if many people are getting unemployed, yes. But our point here is that no matter how government try, people will still be unemployed. That is the reality. Either voluntarily or temporarily or seasonal, or there will be unemployment. The aim of government is to try to reduce unemployment to the minimum. But when it comes to minimum wage, it affects those that are employed. That is our reality. So here we're not going to talk about those that are not employed.
But Mr. You said like being for example, like they increase the wage rate, people are willing to buy more and but at the same time many people are unemployed, so many people can't afford to buy it anymore.
Look at what I said. Low wage earners across. Low wage earners. We didn't say everybody. Low wage earners. Those that are engaged. Yeah. We're not talking about those that are not engaged. You don't have a job. How do you earn money?
Yeah. How is it beneficial
Unlike when they don't have money to buy. If 1,000 are the customers, 500 are low income earners. Please, 500 are low income earners. Now, those 500 can only buy little. Now, they are employed. They are employed. Out of the 1,000, 500 are not employed, right? Government increases the minimum wage to 7. Government increases the minimum wage. This implies that they can buy more from businesses, yes or no? They will buy more than what they used to buy.
Yeah.
So is it beneficial to business or not?
But the point is, half of them are going to be unemployed now.
But at least for now, they are still employed. You cannot listen. Be careful, please. Listen. We said when we're talking about trade union, you cannot just sack workers. You cannot just sack workers from job. Because government said they have job already. They have job.
Yeah.
Those that are jobless might not have job.
Yeah.
That is the point. But those that have job will keep their jobs. They won't be losing the job because of increase in all. You can't. They won't. Your employer will not sack you because minimum wage. But they might not employ more. They might not employ more workers. Do you get the point? Is it clear now? And the last one, businesses may witness lower rates of staff absence and better reliability. Now that their salary has increased, they might want to stay at job. They won't be absent every now and then because they are happy to work. Do we understand? So these are the benefits that businesses stand to win or gain